Hi everyone, this is Noah Sandler from MTGO Academy, and today it looks like it's going to be one of my last videos, perhaps my last for MTGO Academy. I really enjoyed making videos here and doing my set reviews, but they're going to be shutting down the content side of the site. So currently applying to do content elsewhere, also do one-on-one individual coaching, and stream on Twitch. So if you want to get more of my content, check out one of those avenues. But today, Legacy Cube is back on Magic Online, so we're going to do a Swiss Draft League. So let's jump into Cube. Okay, we have some very good cards here. This is a strong pack. Creator Fifth Behemoth, one of the best cards for Green Ramp. Wasteland, solid card that keeps you open. There's Panharmonicon, one of the cards that was added to the cube. No idea how good that is and exactly what kind of a deck to use it in, but I'm sure there's something cool you can do with it. There's also Glenelendra Archmage, one of the better blue cards in the cube. So I think the pick's between the Behemoth and the Archmage. So whether you want to go for any type of blue deck or specifically green ramp. And I think the picks are really close. I think Behemoth might actually be the stronger pick. I do tend to draft green ramp a ton. Honestly, a little bit bored of it, so I'm going to go for the Archmage instead. But I think Creator is probably a slightly better pick overall, just because it's just so insane in the green ramp deck. It just wins the game. Here we have Kira, Dragonlord Ojutai, Cloudskate, Phyrexian Arena. Gonti is one of the new cards. So this pick is between Cloudskate and Ojutai. Ojutai is definitely more powerful. Cloudskate keeps us monocolored. Kira is also good. I don't think it's as good as Cloudskate, though. And I think this pick is really close. I think I'm just going to lean Cloudskate. If I remember correctly, mono blue is a decent archetype in the cube. So there is some value in just sticking with blue to start. But another very close pick. And here we have Underground Sea, Korhelm Commander, should definitely wheel, Dungeon Geist, and Duplicant. So for sticking with blue, there's Underground Sea and Dungeon Geist as the best cards, and it's also a close pick. I think I'm just going to go with the Sea, though, being a full dual. Blue duals are hard to come by, and black is probably one of the better colors to pair with blue, given this start. And yeah, I think it's close. You could take Geist. It's got 2 blue symbols and its casting cost, so it's good for devotion and helps cut that style of blue deck, more aggressive blue. But I'm going to go with the C. Here we have Keranos, really powerful card. Taxian Probe, recently banned in Modern. And not much else. Go for the throw, Lumbering Falls. I'm going to take the Keranos. It's just a really powerful card. Definitely worth a splash. Also could play well in Blue Devotion. Here we have Pact of Negation, Liliana, Glacial Fortress, Kaiga. Wait, they said Kaiga was being removed from the cube? What? I was pretty sure they said that they removed Kaiga. Unless if they said that they were just adding it. I'm pretty sure they said that Kaiga was going. I'm kind of confused. Anyway, Kothra cards you be pretty heavy red. Flame Tongue if you want to stick with the Keranos. Liliana is really powerful. Definitely the best card in the pack. So I think I'm going to take the Liliana, even though I'm kind of looking at trying to be mono blue, but I got the Underground Sea already, and Liliana is the best card in the pack. And it's a pretty good signal that black's probably open as well. Here there's a Steam Vents, Legacy's Allure, Vampire Nighthawk, Phyrexian Rager. Steam Vents does let us splash Keranos. Legacy's Allure, very powerful card. Goes well in like a mono blue type deck. It would be a little hard to cast given we have Liliana. So I think the pick is between Allure and Vents. And I think with a Keranos, I think the Vents is worth picking up. But Allure is pretty close. Could take it and just move, much closer to mono blue. But with the Keranos already, getting the Steam Vents locked up, make sure we can splash that. Here there's a Colonnade, Wretched Confluence, Fire Ice. That's mostly it. I don't think I want to go into white at this point. I think I'm just going to take the Fire Ice. We have the Steam Vents to be able to splash the fire part of it, so there's a decent chance we just end up playing it. If we were blue-black specifically, Wretched Confluence is also pretty good, but I'll go with Fire Ice. Ooh, Master of Waves. Yep. Also like Grim Lavamancer a lot. Into the World is decent too, but this makes me want to go for more Blue Devotion. Careful Consideration, good card. Marsh Flats, probably not going to be able to help us. Eldrazi Monument is great in tokens decks, but we'll go with Careful Consideration. I guess, was it next pack that had the Coralhelm Commander? Here, I don't think we're going to do Gonti, so Ratchet Bomb or Factory. I think I'm going to take Factory just in case if we end up like really mono blue, and we wouldn't mind just having a colorless card. Okay, here's the Coralhelm Commander. Also Temple of Malice. I don't think there's any chance that we're like... Well, okay, I guess we could be blue-black and then splash Keranos so we play the Temple, but I'm going to take the Commander. I think most likely we're still headed towards a very heavy blue deck with a little bit of a splash. I guess Riftbolt. Okay, Flames Uncaught came back. I think I'm looking at mostly mono blue with a splash of red here. Our curve looks horrendous at the moment, but keep in mind that the Cloudskate's actually a 2 as well as the Fire Ice. Cathartic Reunion, another new card to the cube. Not sure how I feel about it. Probably not great. I do love Consecrated Sphinx, so that's definitely going to be the pick here. Over Spellskite, Dissolve, Thunderbreak Regent, Port. Other than Sphinx, I might take Dissolve. Other than Sphinx, not a very good pack, but Sphinx is amazing. And we have Jace Vryn's Prodigy, Zealous Conscripts, Wandering Fumarole, Searing Spear. I'm gonna take the Prodigy, though. Could definitely take Conscripts. It's a very powerful card. It fits the aggressive theme of the deck, and then opens up Splinter Twin possibilities. So it's very tempting to take it, because it's probably not tabling. And given that we're red-blue, could very well try to do Twin. I think all the Twin combo pieces are in this cube. But this is the first time playing it since it's been back. So I think all the pieces are in. But I'm going to take Jace, because we need early game. There's Imperial Recruiter. Noxious Gearhulk, another new addition. I'm going to take the Serum Visions, just help us set up whatever we're trying to do. Oh, also Imperial Recruiter can get Master of Waves, Archmage, so Recruiter's still good here as well, but I'm going to go with the Visions. I think it's more powerful. Recruiter probably wheels also. Another strong pack. Click, Scalding Tarn, Sheldock Isle. And we definitely have some card draw, so Sheldock Isle could be powerful. We don't have... Like, we have a couple really good things to drop off at the Sphinx, Keranos. We're not going to be playing big 8-drops or anything super broken. But we have a good amount of card draw. Jace, Visions, Careful Consideration. So we can get through the deck. There's also Steam Vents and Vendilion Click. Both are very strong also. We have just a Steam Vents right now. The Tarn is looking very good. Given that we have Coralhelm Commander, we're going to want to play a lot of double blue stuff. And we're going to play at least a few red spells, so getting a fetch is nice. But I think I'm going to go with the Click. I think we don't have any 3-drops right now. It's got 2 blue symbols, aggressive, disruptive. I think it's what we want. Control Magic, Outpost Siege, Irish Shaman. I'm going to go with the Control Magic, just the most powerful card, and 2 blue symbols in the casting cost. We can pick up something like a Thassa, already have Master Waves. think this is Mizium Mortars. Don't want a Fleet Wheel Cruiser. Stomping Ground might come up, depending on what fetches we end up with. We're probably not going to be able to overload the mortars, so it's just like 2 mana, kill something small to medium-ish, which might be a sideboard card, maybe against a green ramp deck that we just want to take care of their elves. So I think I'll pick that up here. It's more likely than us getting the exact fetch to be able to get the Stomping Ground be useful. I do like Temple of Epiphany. There's also Thundermaw Hellkite, which is nice. Sealfire, Brainstorm. No shuffle effects right now. I'm just going to take the Temple for fixing. I like Frost Titan. Newly banned in Standard Reflector Mage. We'll go with the Titan. Don't need any more 6-drops at this point. Thunderbreak Regent. It's fine. A ton of 4s though, so I don't think it's going to make the cut. And Wandering Fumarole, that's great. Oh, actually could have considered Future Sight. I think Fumarole is the pick, but Future Sight's great with Master Waves. And we're going to have a lot of islands in the deck, so it's not that hard to cast, but I think the deck's just a little bit clunky right now. I guess Augur. 1, 2... Mortars is probably going to be side. So 1, 2, 3 instants and sorceries for Augur. That's not that great. I typically leave this card in the board. And we'll take a Tanglewire. Not really a Tanglewire deck. Though honestly, if we don't get any more 3-drops, I would play it just to help us bridge the gap from all of our 2s to our 4s. Ari Shaman's okay. I suppose it fulfills a similar role, just being a 3-drop. If we want to play it, it's likely going to be in the board. And one of my favorite limited cards is Extended Mindbender, last pick. Elder Deep Fiend, Char, Jace, Spell Queller, and that's it. Assembled Legion, great finisher. I don't think we're going to end up with the mana to splash it. So, of these options, Elder Deep Fiend, are we going to have creatures to sacrifice for this? I tend to underrate this card in general, but it seems kind of clunky. I feel like I'd prefer just taking a Jace. Gives us, a double symbol blue card. Char's also okay. Deep Fiend, it just seems clunky. I have a couple things that are good to sacrifice. FTK, Click is okay, but we already have 2 6-drops, a bunch of 4s. So I'm going to go with the Jace. There's Snapcaster Mage, Chromatic Lantern, Daze, Impulse, Spielbeck Chief, Dissipate. Probably Snapcaster, but I don't think we have that many spells. We probably have enough to take it and just hope that we end up with a little bit more. Chromatic Lantern, it does give us a 3-drop that can help ramp us into our 6s, but 4 is the most important part on the curve, so I think I'm going to take the Snapcaster Mage. Daze is also perfectly fine to take here, but I'm going to take the Snapcaster and just hope to end up with some more spells. Just take some burn spells or card draw. I can make the Snapcaster good. Ooh, Opposition, Ashiok, Banefire. Well, I think we can do Opposition. We have a reasonable creature count. Master of Waves Opposition is pretty busted. It's definitely not going to be a great opposition deck, but you only need 1 creature in play. It's already decent. We get 2 in play. It's pretty strong. So I'll take the Opposition. Ashiok, really powerful. We do have an Underground Sea, but I'm going to go with the Opposition. So, given that we took the Snapcaster Mage and now we're taking Opposition, we are going to be kind of crunched in that we need to pick up more spells for the deck, and we also need to pick up more creatures. So this is going to make the rest of the draft kind of difficult to navigate. Oh, there's the Splinter Twin. And Wake Thrasher, Revoker. Baleful Strix. I think I'd take Revoker. Just a solid creature, gives us something else for opposition. Could also take Wake Thrasher as a more aggressive creature, but it's just not disruptive at all. Or Revoker could help us stop a Planeswalker. So I'm going to go with Revoker. And I think it's too late to try to make Splinter Twin work. Stagger Shock, Delver, Avalanche Riders, Stormbreath Dragon, Dismiss. Dismiss is a little expensive. We have so many 4s already. I don't like Avalanche Riders too much. Stormbreath is really good against white, so I might just take that. Stagger Shock is cool with Snapcaster Mage, but I mean, Stormbreath just gives you like a GG card against White Weenie, and yeah, I think I'll take the Stormbreath. I'm not sure if I'll play it main though. I really like Old Man of the Sea. Vapor Snag, Flame Slash. Slash would be great for Snapcaster, but I'm going to go for the Old Man. Gives us a 3-drop, lots of blue symbols for the Master of Waves, and helps us survive early game. Great against elf decks. There's Thassa. That's one of the cards we were looking for. And Threads of Disloyalty. Bonfire of the Damned. Why does it look so weird? It looks like a white card. I think it's Threads. Unless I can set up Bonfire. Thassa Scries. I don't think I have anything to really set up Bonfire. It's still kind of a close pick. I suppose you could Bonfire off Snapcaster, but that's pretty expensive and likely to work. I'll go with the Threads. And we'll take a Char. Oh, we got the Daze back. That's really good. Beetleblack Chief does work with opposition, but I don't think I want to run too many red sources, and I like the Daze a lot. Banefire, Sacred Foundry, Terminate. I guess Banefire. Yeah, we've got the Wake Thrasher too. Threads will be in the sideboard. This is 23 right now. I can choose between Riftbolt and Char. I think that's kind of close. Also picked up a Stagger Shock. Don't think Delver's gonna be good here. Just not enough spells. And the Vapor Snag back. Might play that. So Char versus Stagger Shock. That's kind of a close one. Stagger Shock still does 4 damage. If you just want to deal damage to your opponent's face, it's the same. You can split up Stagger Shock. It doesn't deal damage to you. But Char can kill a 4 toughness creature, so that's the benefit of Char. It might come down to just what our deck is lacking in. So we have Fire Ice, Vapor Snag, Old Man, which can take care of small creatures. Control Magic Opposition can take care of bigger creatures. FTK can take care of 4 or less. Keranos does 3. I feel like Stagger Shock probably works better in a control deck. Like, you don't take damage to yourself and gives you potential for card advantage. So I think I'm going to start that. The Riftbolt might actually be better than both. I think I'm going to start with the Stagger Shock. If I start with one, I might actually cut both. So Vapor Snag, just a 1-mana bounce spell, kind of cool with Snapcaster. Fire Ice is a 2, Cloudskate's a 2. Kind of clunky at 4. Careful Consideration is powerful, but could almost be cut, although it's really good with Snapcaster Mage. So I want to keep that. So last cut, I think it's Vapor Snag or Stagger Shock, and then I'll just check to make sure I have enough spells for Snapcaster. Serum Visions, Daze, Fire Ice, Stagger Shock, Careful Consideration. I think that's fine. I think I'm going to cut the Snag. But this will all change a lot with sideboard. I mean, Snag does keep the deck a bit more fluid because it's a little clunky at 4. But I don't know. I don't think I can cut the Careful Consideration. It's just, you just see too many cards off of it. So this looks good. Maybe 3 mountains. I don't think that would hurt the blue too much. We have Coral Helm Commander on turn 2, but it's also just a good, like a decent turn 4 play. You just play it and level it twice, so it's a 3/3 flyer for 4. So I think 3 mountains is fine. Basically 3 red cards. I guess we could cut the Stagger Shock and just, because we're not playing a ton of mountains, and run the Vapor Snag over it. Stagger Shock also kind of a sideboard card. Like, it's really good against some decks, and other decks it's not that exciting. But on the other hand, the Vapor Snag also doesn't do a ton. Just bounce 1 creature. It's card disadvantage. Alright, so I'll go for 3 mountains, so 6 sources of red and 14 of blue. Maybe I'll go 1 more. Let's do 1 more mountain. I think 13 blue sources is enough. And I'll save the deck, and I'll see you for round 1.